They'll run. This is Jonathan Taylor. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. That play going for 16 yards to start the drive. First down.
Well, there's plenty of real estate for him to maneuver on that run, and let's face it, it shouldn't be a surprise. He's one of the better backs in the league. Had to come into this game with the idea, slow him down, otherwise it's going to be a long afternoon.
And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Give the Colts 13 yards and a first down.
How best to describe that one? I'd say right down Broadway on that run.
A straight-ahead running. I think that might be something we see a lot of between the tackles today.
Well, he's enjoying things so far here this afternoon.
Rush coming, and he's taken down. Corey Peters slipping in and getting the sack. Defense went 3-4. They got some push from the inside.
And this is something in a 3-4 you don't normally get, because the nose tackle who got the sack, he's usually responsible or ends up getting double teamed and sometimes triple teamed. How about him working his way back and putting the big guy on the ground?
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. And oh, so close as he takes it all the way to the 2-yard line.
We expected this defense to be tested by this passing game coming into this one. And there's an example on this first possession of the game.
Taylor. And this will result in him losing yardage. Back to the 3. A loss of 2 there. Second down.
So often you hear that pep talks don't really work in the heat of the battle. But collectively, this defense has to say to each other, we've been on our heels this whole first drive. This is where we need to dig in. And they got a nice stop right there for a loss on 1st and goal.
And he gets halfway home from the 4 down to the 2-yard line. Driven it down the field nicely here on the opening drive, but now it's put up or shut up.
No doubt about it, because to make that type of a drive and ultimately kick a field goal would feel very disappointing. But I'm just wondering, is the head coach thinking, is this 4-down territory?
And this time he is in.
Yes.
Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 2 yards out. And the Colts take it right down and score on the opening drive. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. Sanchez now, he'll kick it away following the touchdown. On the return, Rondale Moore will bring it out. Murray and the Cardinals with a 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Shotgun now from Murray. This one complete to Christian Kirk. And they work this well upfield across the 45. A good pickup there at 22. A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10. First carry for James Conner. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's 2nd down.
Well, on every play call, you realize it's not going to go for a touchdown. So a lot of your calls are setting things up for maybe later in the game, trying to establish the inside run with toughness now, hopefully get to the perimeter later. And let's face it, you could do worse than a 4-yard run on 1st down.
Murray's throw into the hands of Kirk. Yeah, he will go out right near the 35-yard line. Murray hooking up with Kirk for an Arizona 1st down. Running right on the option is Murray. And they went the wrong way there. Losing yardage back at the 43-yard line. It's a loss of 8 there on the 1st down play. The big loss on 1st down leads to a tricky 2nd down. 18 yards to go. Murray a give. This is Conner. And he'll take it inside the 40 to the 39-yard line. It'll be a gain of 3, and it also takes us to the end of the 1st quarter play. After 1, 7-0 on EA Sports. Now on 3rd 3rd and long. They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. He's going to air it out deep for Green. Oh, man, it's caught inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
A very early momentum changer there. Actually a dream killer for the defense because they forced a 3rd down. Felt like they had a good chance to get off the field defensively, and then they got hit with that big play.
And he'll take this one in for the Arizona touchdown. James Conner, a 6-yard touchdown run. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Prater for the extra point, and we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking,
there he goes left side. The 30. 10. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor with his 2nd touchdown here in this 1st half. And the Colts have taken the lead. And we didn't even get a chance to settle in for that drive. A quick strike of 75 yards, and they find the end zone.
Don't you get the sense that film study was behind this one, that they saw something that they thought they could take advantage of? The key is calling it in the right situation, knowing when it exists to go to it. They did exactly that. They've got to feel really good about what they did in advance of this game.
Just looking down at the sideline now, their defense is like, man, can you have strung that out just a few plays? Give us a break. Back out there.
Hey, man, give that water break and get on out there and play.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. Meanwhile, Murray's throw taken in by Green here. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going. And the running lane's non-existent in this 1st half as they'll stop him behind the line. To throw, it's Murray. Steps away. And he goes out of bounds just shy of the 45. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. Murray now on 1st down. The catch made by DeAndre Hopkins. A good rally to the football keeps him to only a yard, and it's 2nd down. As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. They're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage. That's complete once again to Hopkins. Touchdown, Cardinals. DeAndre Hopkins, 55 yards. And the Cardinals are just an extra point away from tying this game. Extra point good by Prater. And we are tied here in the 2nd quarter. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. And they hit the home run last drive. One play on the ground all the way to the house. Now the defense, maybe they're expecting a run here. Partner, I love your description because when we talk about hitting the home run, we're usually thinking about a passing play, aren't we? Something in the air, deep ball. But how about them just taking it big-time jaunt. Now if you're coming back out, now they've established this run game, the play-action pass could very well be open.
112 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half. Second quarter, 2 minutes to go. Tie ball game. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Now a play fake. Wentz looking deep for Hilton. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield, but that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
And they'll get it up just short of the 45 at the 44. Wentz to Doyle there, 1st down, Colts. 1st and 10, Taylor now. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Well, from an offensive perspective, that was a tough run because they only picked up 3 yards. But let's flip it over to the defensive side. They now have the advantage. 3 3-yard gains, that means they're punting the ball likely on 4th down. That's what you're looking for when you're playing defense.
And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. 12 yards there as they keep this drive rolling. It's another 1st down. On play action, it's Wentz. He'll buy some time right. And he'll just get rid of it.
They've given up a few 1st downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10. Working from the gun, Wentz. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, but it's going to lead to 3rd down.
That's an excellent play by the defender. He diagnosed that one, closed quickly, and helped force the incompletion.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Wentz. Well, a throw for Pittman is intercepted. Isaiah Simmons picking it off. And the Cardinals are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So that time the pressure got home just as he was releasing the football and caused the pick.
And what it did was it disrupted that fragile balance of the mechanics of throwing the football. You know, from the footwork to being able to actually throw it downfield. If one piece of that puzzle gets disrupted, it affects the entire chance of success.
The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Okay, he's not going to get the 1st down, but this is still a nice job of buying some time and then running to get to the sideline and get out of bounds and avoid the big hit.
To throw again on 2nd down. Murray, and that's complete. It's Green here. Murray to the veteran Green for the Cardinal first. The Cardinals going to use the first of their timeouts as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number 1. Throwing on 1st down is Murray. They'll roll him out right. And he takes this just a few yards shy of the red zone before going out. A nice job there on the escape and scramble. A 1st down, a 16-yard gain. Murray now to throw. Out to his left. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, I like that right there. Not only was it the right play, throwing it away like that, frankly, I think it was the only play.
Yeah, got outside of the pocket, realized he had nothing, just chucked it free.
Yeah, live to fight another down, right?
On the move to his left. Looking for the out route, and he's got more. And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. They scored touchdowns on drives 1 and 2, and now they're trying to make it a perfect 3 for 3 to start. A final shot before half for Murray, eluding the pressure right. That's going to be caught by Kirk for a Cardinals touchdown. Christian Kirk as time expires in the first half. And the Cardinals have taken the lead here in the final stages of this first half. Now Prater to add the PAT. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down. 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. The Cards with a lead, and they will get this football first as the second half gets started. This taken in at the goal line. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And Charles, they've got the lead. Put your coaching hat on here now. What's the game plan for the second half?
I think getting to running.
That's into a crowd and intercepted. Picked off by Corey Willis. And they're going to be set up in the red zone at the 15. Not the way you envision things to start out the third quarter. One play and already a turnover.
It's interesting. You and I were talking with the coach, and he talked about how at halftime, as a play caller, he wanted to make sure he got a new script going for the second half, not just the one that he operated off of to start the game. Nowhere on that script did it have that result.
Jordan Phillips is the one on the stop. 3 yards on that last carry. Here's 2nd and 7. They run once more with Taylor. And he can't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. They'll look to run with Taylor. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor punching it in from a yard away. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying up this football game. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the third. So a tie ball game here as the kick's away. This fielded right at the goal line. And a very solid return out across the 45-yard line before going out of bounds.
Well, someone wasn't very happy about that game being tied up. They came right back at them with a big-time return. They want to get back out in front as fast as possible.
Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And last time wasn't pretty. One play and an interception. We'll see if they can do better.
I want to see if they want to go ahead and throw the ball again now on this drive after what...
Touchdown! DeAndre Hopkins, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Cardinals on one play have taken the lead. Well, that's a heck of a response to regain the lead after we had seen the touchdown to tie the game.
I would say what we just saw there was a great amount of poise, because typically when teams tie the game up, it's a little bit of a, how would you say, you kind of take a step back and have to get yourself regrouped. They regrouped in a hurry, didn't they? They attacked back after they'd been tied.
And in a big way, that was a statement-long touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're... Trying to figure out how to fix things there.
Third quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10. Wentz going to give this to Taylor. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
That second down play call was not to pick up the first down. It was to accomplish what they did to get them into a manageable third down because they had incompletion on first down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
Now Wentz on third down. And the throw there going to be incomplete.
How about some applause for the defense there? They forced him to throw that one into coverage, and just like that, they're staring at a 4th down. Well done.
So they're going to come to the line here, and it appears try to go for it on 4th. Here we go on 4th down with Wentz. Being chased out left. And Wentz going to slide to a stop. He does have the first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. They'll run on first down. It's Taylor. And a 6-yard gain gets him right around the 43.
Now, Brandon, that's the way you want to run the football. There should almost be quote bubbles above the offense right now. Bam, boom, biff. That's how they feel good about moving the football.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Again, it's Taylor. And he may have given those 6 yards right back as they're going to get to him well behind the line. Give him a loss of 6 yards, and it brings up 3rd down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Wentz going to throw. Finding some room at midfield. 30. 10. And he gets it all the way down to the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
They'll run here with Taylor. Nothing doing there. They're going to wind up holding him at the 2. No gain there, and it's going to set up 2nd and goal. He's having a big game running the football, but that one will hurt the yards per carry a little bit.
Yeah, but the average he's got so far, that's the type of average he wants to take with him to contract negotiations, doesn't he?
2nd and goal, and they will try again from the 2-yard line. Again, it'll be Taylor. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. It'll go as a loss of a yard, and it'll set up 3rd down. They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. From the 4 now, 3rd and goal. And he takes this one in for a Colts touchdown. Jonathan Taylor taking it in from 4 yards out. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this ball game here in the final moments of the 3rd quarter. Extra point by Badgley, up and good. And that will tie our game here in the 3rd. So right back to square one, tied at 28 as he kicks it away. From a yard or 2 deep, here comes a return. And he will be taken down here on the return on what will wind up being the final play of this 3rd quarter. We have played 3 quarters. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. On 1st and 10, here's Murray rolling to his left. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. No one there to help out downfield, but no problem. Scrambling for 22 and a 1st. One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10. Throwing now is Murray, rolling to his right. And he goes out of bounds. It looks like right at the 50. He'll wind up getting 9 after tucking it and running, so it'll leave him with 2nd and a yard.
Well, he's proven real effective running the football. No one open, don't force it. Just get what you can, and that's what he's done very well in this game.
Here's Murray from midfield. Steps away. And he's got this down a yard or two shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. 8 yards that time, able to take off, and the result is a first down. And now Murray's going to set up to throw, sliding out of the pocket. And he gets this down inside the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Now the first carry for Chase Edmonds. That one a first down pickup of 8.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down, keep the sticks moving.
And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. The improv on the scramble there gets him 6, and it'll be 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Murray. Just a 1-yard pickup on the play, and that'll lead here to a 3rd down. They'll try and run for it with Connor. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. A field goal could get him the lead, but it might not be enough here as they come up on 1st and goal. Here's Murray. Flushed out right. He'll get 3 yards on the scramble there at 2nd down.
Looked to me like they adopted what my kindergarten teacher always said. If at first you don't succeed, try again. And finally, able to hold him in check. He'd been carving him up running the ball.
That's the first time I think I've seen where the coverage was good downfield and they accounted for him and stopped him for a short pickup.
Yeah, I don't think it was a big adjustment, but much more emphasis on making sure they knew where he was when he decided to take off and go. Brandon, some of those windows to throw the football that exist when you're between the 20s, they don't exist when you're this close to the goal line. But as a former DB, I liked it closer to the goal line. Tighter windows made it easier to cover people, actually.
Murray now, 3rd and goal. Out to his left. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
Oh, that's got to frustrate him a little bit because they nearly got to him there, and it would have been the first sack of the game. Instead, they're able to influence the release, and they did force the incomplete pass.
And no movement for the field goal unit to break this tie. They're going to go for this thing. 4th and goal. Here we go. Murray keeps it himself. And he will get into the end zone. Touchdown, Arizona. The sneak successful from a yard out. And the Cardinals answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. Prater for the extra point, and they will take a 7-point lead. After the touchdown, out is Prater to kick. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken. The Indy offense at the line and set to go. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense's. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. The linebacker Jordan Hicks flying in there for the sack. On second down, it's Taylor. Big hold of the 30. And some room to roam now. He's at the 30. 10, 5, touchdown, Indianapolis. Jonathan Taylor, 82 yards. And the Colts are an extra point away from tying this game here in the final minutes. The extra point of final order. He gets it to go. And we are tied here in the fourth quarter. Set to go now with the kickoff. These two teams all even again as we continue in this wild fourth quarter. Well, from deep in the end zone, he's going to bring this out. And tackled at the 21-yard line, so a net negative there of 4 yards. Ready to go with their next drive, and at the line, the Cardinal offense. And that last drive, it was all about the ground game, ground and pound.
And I don't care how we're playing the game these days, offensive linemen still want to fire out and smack the guy opposite them and move the football on the ground. They feel better about that. That's what they want to do. That's how they want to play, and that's how they got it done.
Yeah, they got it for a touchdown last drive. Let's see what happens here. Back to throw. Murray on the move to his left. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away. I see you nodding your head up and down. That's a very heady decision at this stage of the game. Out of the pocket, nowhere to go. Just get rid of it.
That's a smart play because you're not worried about your completion percentage, and you're also not trying to force it into bad traffic as well. Throw the ball away, live to fight another down.
Now Murray rolling to his left. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. The way he's throwing the football today, almost a surprise when he doesn't complete a pass like happened there, but he needs a few more to get his guys downfield.
Well, the way he's thrown it leads him to believe that he's going to get those completions. And that means the guys going out for passes, they'll run even harder because they expect it as well.
And that will be incomplete.
Well, the defense certainly did its job. They held up in that situation, and now on fourth down, you've got to punt this and try to get to overtime. There's no decision to be made in my estimation.
Tie game, fourth quarter, and they're going for this thing on fourth down. They're going for it. Hits Murray, escaping the pressure right. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. A gutsy call. Turns out to be a good one, though. First down on a pickup of 11. Now a timeout called for by the defense. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down. To throw is Murray. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Julian Blackmon. And they will finally get him as he's all the way down near the 40-yard line. And we say it often, Charles, but not all interceptions are created equally, and that is a big one here in a tie ball game in the fourth quarter.
And, Brandon, when games are this close, it usually comes down to the team making the fewest mistakes, and that was one of our mantras back at Tennessee. Coach Mears used to say all the time, the team making the fewest mistakes will win. You've got to cut those down to give yourself an opportunity.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. To throw is Wentz. Left side, Doyle with it. Gosh, given the time in the short game, would he have been better off just dropping that?
Yeah, when you look at the clock, you think so, but it's hard to get a receiver to drop a football. They're trained to catch everything.
Potential field goal, if you're thinking about that, almost 55 yards from here as they try to get closer on third down. Now Wentz, forced out to his left. And he's going to get to the 31, enough for the first down. They get 6 on the pickup there as the drive will continue.
How many times have we seen this late in the fourth quarter? Because you know the pass rush is getting after him, and they get upfield, get that great push, and what do they create? Space, and he takes off.
And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left. And the clock will now stop as a timeout is called with 5 seconds left.
Michael Badgley on for the field goal. A 48-yard attempt.
And his kick here is good. And it's celebration time on that sideline as they have taken the lead in the final seconds. And now we'll get a timeout here. They're able to stop it with 1 second to go in this game. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. Short kick. One of the up middle take it down. Now on the return. Oh, no, the ball is loose. Well, going into the final play of this game, they knew